everybody, welcome back to Starfield. So we're here in the brig of the Vigilance and we're going to see if we can have a little word with our man Rake. Hopefully he might be able to give us a little bit of insider information about the Crimson Fleet before we go setting off to formally join their ranks. But first of all...
The guards don't take kindly to the prisoners, but we should try to take some.
What, decorum like locking your single prisoner on board up in the only cell that doesn't have lighting? Okay, interesting.
As a former convict, you've seen the inside of a cell. Stay out of mine and we'll get along just fine.
Okay. Let's see what we can find out about our man there. So, we already asked what he thinks about the commander. Yeah, what can you tell me? Were there any issues with locking away Rake? He seemed fairly compliant when I bumped into him.
No. The prisoner surrendered willingly, as per the terms of your deal.
Good man.
This is probably the safest place for him, if the fleet want him dead. You can chat with him, if you haven't already. I'm sure he has a lot to say.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. So, how do you handle the treatment of prisoners?
That's a loaded question. We err on the side of caution here, short of any physical abuse. But with the Crimson Fleet, you have to be very careful. If you give them an inch, they'll take a parsec and find a way to stab you with it.
Okay, there are so many things wrong with that, but okay, it's fine. Do the guards get into it with the prisoners? That's a loaded question. I'm not entirely sure what angle Ash is taking here.
Verbally, yes. There's a lot of bad blood with the fleet, stretching across generations.
Understandable.
Myself included. Sometimes that blood spills over. As long as there's no actual fighting, I tend to let both sides dish it out.
Okay. Good mindset. Security should be top priority. Security side, keep things humane. Pirates don't deserve any mercy. I mean, you see, we've already seen both sides of the coin, haven't we? We've already seen the dirty, filthy pirates, but then we've already seen the people who are within the ranks who don't want to be within the ranks because they don't personally feel like their views align with those ranks, and so they get out and they get locked in a dark cell. I suppose we should try to keep things humane, especially seeing as the UC are very much about gathering evidence, forming a case, taking it to trial.
Yes, although it's always a balance. At the end of the day, these are ruthless pirates, and they will take advantage of any weakness you show.
Fair.
But I'll be the first to admit it's not an exact science, and we've made mistakes in the past with both the carrot and the stick. As chief officer of this brig, my worst fear is that we'll someday repeat them.
So, as the brig officer, is anything I can do?
Are you going to finish that thought?
Let me start it, at least.
As a matter of fact, I have a favor to ask.
Oh, I wish I hadn't asked.
I understand that part of your undercover work involves going to the fleet headquarters, namely the key. While you're there, if you find anything pertaining to the history of the fleet, I'd be interested in learning about it.
Me too. Yeah, absolutely. I'm all about digging up the lore. A lot we can both learn. Unusual request. Commander Ikunda. I don't really care what Commander Ikunda is thinking about. If this gives us a bit of background as to who we're fighting, count me in.
I agree. Just keep in mind this is a favor, and you're free to ignore it. I only ask because this is such a rare opportunity, and I'd hate to pass it up.
Do you know what? I think I like you. Yeah, you're a man who thinks along my sort of lines. Yeah, I'll keep an eye out.
I appreciate it. I've actually heard rumors about there being audio logs for an interview the founder of the fleet, Jasper Kryx, did on the key.
Oh.
I'm interested in anything he had to say regarding his time in prison and how the prisoners were treated. If you find anything like that, bring it back here, and we'll take a listen.
That was interesting. The little mission pop-up on the top left said, find out about conditions in the lock. So, is the lock the brig aboard the key? Let's see. What have any of your prisoners tried to break out? Well, I mean, either they don't get many prisoners here, which is why the cells are empty, or they all tried and succeeded at escaping, which is why all the cells are empty.
We have multiple turrets attached to the ceiling. If you've met Ensign Betty, She's personally calibrated them to ensure they cover the entire area. That being said, firing the turret should be considered a last resort.
What kind of prisoners do you usually see here?
The cells you see here are for captured pirates and prisoners of war. If you apprehend any pirates during the course of your missions, they'll be detained here.
Nice, so we can build up a bit of a rogues gallery here. I like it. So what's your personal attachment to the fleet's history then? I'm curious now.
The fleet and the UC are intertwined, and I've always felt knowing that past is an important part of what we do. In life, history can be a guide, a warning, or at times, a reflection. And if you want to know which one it is, you have to stare it in the face, regardless of how ugly it is.
No, I like the way you're thinking. Okay, cool.
As you were.
Thanks for the info, I'm in. So, yeah, let's go and pay the single prisoner a visit. So we've got a number of cells here. I wonder if we get to fill all of these with Crimson Fleets. Surely not. That's a lot of folk to capture and bring back out. Why? Okay, hold on. Wait there, Rake. Don't go anywhere. I just want to make absolutely certain that these are not populated. No, they are not. So what have we got? Oh, there's another dark one here. What's the betting the next person that we capture goes in the only other unlit cell? Oh, hello. Oh no, I thought you might have been the I mean, that's one way of doing it. You might have been the ensign that calibrated the wait, have we actually got turrets? Oh, we do actually have turrets, okay. Remind me not to mess around in here. So, let's have a little whisper with you, shall we? If I... Wait, can I have a word?
I guess you think I have some sad story to tell? That I met some sick orphans on New Homestead and grew a conscience? Or maybe you're the cynical type, and you think I turned a new leaf because I wanted SysDef to go easy on me. The truth is a bit more complicated than that.
Well, I hadn't jumped to any conclusions at all. You actually came across as someone who's quite level-headed and, yeah, probably reasonable when I first met you. I'm not so sure now after that little monologue. I don't even remember who you are. Yeah. Truth is always complicated. You're not that complicated, you're a traitor. No, explain it to me then if it's that complex.
Sure, I got time. You see, at my age, you know who you are. And I've always been a thief. I'd swipe a cred stick for my own mother if it had enough zeros on it. But even in a group of cred-hungry thieves, a man has to have a code. Rules.
Okay. Yeah, honor among thieves.
I do. You finish a job, it's supposed to be done. You get the rush and the relief.
That's not how it
But in
panned
the
out?
fleet, doing the job isn't the hard part. In the fleet, you gotta worry about the guy sleeping next to you, and if he's gonna take a bigger piece of the pie. You gotta wake up the next morning and wonder why your slice is missing and the crumbs are stuck to his face.
I mean, nice little analogy. So, never mentioned you changed your identity. Yeah, you changed your identity a few times to give him the slip by the sounds of things.
Yeah, I've had some work done. If you got the Crimson Fleet on your back, you would too. As for the name, that was actually the hard part. You can use 100 different aliases and the system will just add them to the list. Now you can pay a guy to delete the list, but nothing's ever really gone forever. Neva probably paid the same guy to hit rewind. Here we are.
Why did you join a medical supply ship? Did you think maybe hiding among the civilians would protect you, human shield?
Well, for one, they don't have much in the way of loot, but they're still important to somebody. You can't just blow up one without it showing up on SSNN, or UC captain getting a 10-inch stack of slates on his desk. But more importantly, do-gooders are predictable. The pirate code changes depending on who's reciting it. Honest folks, they have a habit of writing their rules down. Why did I join the Regana? Truth is, I just wanted a good night's sleep.
Okay, I can't hold that against you, to be fair. I've got a feeling this is going to be a stern no, but would you be interested in working for SysDef?
And put a bigger target on my back? As far as I'm concerned, the brig is the safest place I can be. The second you drag me into some private room, you're basically telling everyone here that I'm a rat.
Okay, that was significantly less useful than I hoped. Alright, so... get out of here then, I guess. We need to travel to the key. Let's get out to the...
My family's all in the UC Navy.
Okay.
Being SysDef, I got bragging rights.
And use those bragging rights, I'm sure you will. Oh yeah, that requires a computer, doesn't it? So, break occupied docking ports in the east subway. Let's head back to the Razorleaf. We're parked in the far bay, if memory serves me correctly. Yeah, here we go. Hello, Vasco. Right.
Captain Asher.
We're going to a bad place, my friend. Let's get over there. Oh dear, I'm not going to like this.
Whew. Always a satisfying moment.
Right, this is going to be... I think this is going to be the last time that we see the
Undocking complete.
the Vigilance for some time, because Captain Akande, sorry, Commander Akande, I do apologise, did say that we are pretty much on our own now. So here we go. We're way out in the sticks, aren't they? Where are they actually close to? Denebula. Oh, Denebula's right. Oh, like really close to the camera there. Okay, so we could, I guess, travel through Sagan? Yeah, there we go. So we can't travel as far as Kryx, but Sagan we can head to. Have we been to Sagan? Don't think we have. It looks like we can't actually sort of bring up the star system map to see what's in Sagan. So even though it's showing white as friendly, I guess, I don't think we've explored it.
Grav drive spinning down. Systems green.
So I was about to say, who knows what we're going to find when we actually come out the other end, but the answer is a big grey rock. So what's actually here? Whoa. Oh. Oh, that's novel. Okay, so a big red dwarf planet, by a star by the looks of it, and just the one planet, which is kind of boring. What's actually, is it actually worth like anything? There don't seem to be any points of interest or any sort of decent materials on it, so, okay. Anyway, we're not stopping here. We just want to get to its next door neighbour, Kryx. Okay, we're on our way to the key. Right, last minute check. Is there anything that I desperately wanted to do? Anybody I wanted to say goodbye to? Sign off a last will and testament before I go into the den of the pirates? I think we're good. Screw it, let's go. Hold on in the back there, ladies. We're on our way to Pirate Central. What is going to be waiting for us?
Navigational feedback checks out. We're in the right place.
Oh, but this station is wrecked. Suvorov. And the key. Whoa, hello. Of course, the place is going to be swarming with Crimson Fleet ships. Thankfully, they're all targeted as friendlies. Okay. So, I'm guessing Neva is probably already back here? Let's hail the station.
The key acknowledging fleet vessel. Welcome home.
Oh, so we're even registered as a fleet vessel. That's novel. Okay, going in. Now, one thing that I'm not sure of, obviously Asher is essentially registered, I guess, with the fleet as now being a pirate recruit, but what about Sarah and Andrasia? If one of them follows me onto the key, are they going to be met with animosity, or are they alright? I guess we'll find out. Right, suit up, follow me with caution. Yeah, we'll see what happens when we get on board. So I don't know if the game will lone wolf us on this, or whether Andrasia will follow. Whoa.
You said the take was 10K, but it was 30. Big difference on 40% of 10 versus 30.
wanted 4K.
Hello,
you
Vasco.
got 4K. Not my problem.
If you're stealing from me, you bet your ass it's your problem.
Oh. Oh.
You kidding me? Way to make a mess
Whoa.
in front of my new book.
Hey, steal from me and get caught? Better off dead.
Sounds like you did the fleet a favor. Now toss this body out of an airlock before it turns into a damn air freshener.
Great. So this is our friend Neva. 1 second, Neva. I need to see if my okay, my compatriot is here. Holding a ghost gun apparently, but that's fine. Don't mind the bot. He's cool.
The hell took you so long? Forget how to grav jump or something?
Had to make an urgent stop just to see some old pals. Right. She doesn't like funny. She made it expressly clear she doesn't like Rooks trying to be funny. So, why? Do you miss me?
Please. It'd be one less sloppy rook whose mess I had to clean up. The last thing I need is another Austin Rake getting cold feet. You want to leave the fleet? You pay the price. Not in credits, but in blood.
Yeah, you seem like you take far too much enjoyment from that fact. Job's done while I'm here. Back off. Had my own affairs. Sorry I kept you waiting. Yeah, had my own affairs to deal with. I don't want to go crawling, and I don't want to show aggression.
I don't care. Time is money, and you've wasted both. That ends today. Clear? But, all that aside, you made it. So now, you get to hear a nifty history lesson.
Oh.
Pencils ready?
Lore already?
Good. This floating scrap heap you're standing on is called the Key. Used to be an old UC military star station, and now it's the fleet's base of operations. Might look a little beat up on the outside, but we keep it together.
So the Crimson Fleet took over an entire UC star station. What, you ran them out?
Sure did. Right out from under their noses.
Huh.
Way before you or I were born, though. We've held this station for a very long time. Don't worry. Delgado will tell you all about it.
Oh, so I'm going to meet Delgado as well. Nice. But it really pisses off the UC you're stationed here. Place looks like a real dump. Good place for R&R. Yeah, prime fact, I bet he has really rubbed the UC up the wrong way.
You think? And that's only part of it. I'll let Delgado fill you in on the whole story. He tells it better anyway. But I can give you the short version while we walk the station.
Sure.
It must be very embarrassing for the UC to be in this situation.
Anyway, I'll tell you all about the Key. But it's better if I show you too. Follow me.
Greetings, Captain.
Right, that's not great. She just completely shrugged off Andrasia. Hello.
All right.
Let me just,
History
Always worth checking. Never know what you might find in their pockets.
is in orbit around Suvorov. That's the very same ice ball where the United Colonies built a supermax prison they call the Lock.
Oh.
The UC is so clever. Supermax prison, lock, key. Cute, huh?
Yeah, I got over the hilarity of it earlier. Ah, okay, right, we're phasing into the next area. Gives me a chance to, Whoa, they're really popping in and out quick, aren't they? Oh, man. Very cool. Oh, that's a ship. Didn't even take it in. So, oh, hello. Whilst we're here. Nice. SSNN Kryx interview part 1. Wait, no. Is this literally what the Brigmaster asked me to pick up?
Hello, everyone. I'm Gail Dunnigan of SSNN, and this is Galactalk. My guest tonight is one of the most notorious criminals in the settled systems. His ruthlessness and desire for wealth has landed him squarely at the top of the wanted list for every major law enforcement agency in the galaxy. I am, of course, speaking of the self-appointed leader of the Crimson Fleet himself, Jasper Kryx.
Nice.
Good evening, Mr. Kryx.
Good evening, Gail. Thank you for accepting my invitation.
Yes, well, being blindfolded and then grav-jumped to what appears to be an abandoned mining facility isn't exactly what I call an invitation.
Well, I'm sure you're not surprised that your request for an interview would come with some very specific conditions.
Frankly, I was a bit surprised to receive any type of response at all. Would you mind telling me why you decided to do this interview?
Because there comes a time in every pirate's life where they have to make an extremely important decision. Do they take a leap and become one of the most legendary pirates in history? Or do they simply sputter on, subsisting on
He was
freighters,
planning a
deep
big
space
op.
privateers?
So are we to assume that you are taking the leap? That Jasper Kryx is moving on to bigger and better things in his life?
That's spot on, Gale. That's exactly why you're here.
Interesting. Well then, would you mind sharing with us exactly what your particular leap entails?
In due time. There's no rush. In fact, I'd say we have at least 12 hours before the authorities trace this broadcast. Plenty of time to discuss whatever you like.
Oh, all right then. Perhaps the best place to start this interview would be at the beginning of your career.
Please, proceed.
Oh. Tune in next time for the next thrilling installment. So, guess there's going to be a few of those dotted around. I really want to go and, nice view, not wrong. I want to go back and just explore the rest of this little port area, but I suppose we shouldn't keep Neva waiting. I will come, surely I'm going to be coming back this way because I'm going to need to get back on board the ship.
Now, we've got everything the fleet needs right here.
Ooh, reckoners.
Of course you've got to pay for it. Remember, on the key, credits are king.
Reckoners.
What the hell is this? All right, hang on, Nev. Before you get pissed, I've got my hands full. Jasmine, sweetie, I'm trying to give a tour here. So you want to tell me why those damn doors are sealed?
It's called a malfunction. You know, that thing I spend most of my day dealing with. Believe me, my people are on it. Have a little faith for once.
Aw. And you always, Angel. This here's Jasmine. You need anything for your ship, she's got you covered.
Ooh.
We'll hit up the depot next since these doors have given out on us. So anyway, we were talking about the lock. About 100 years ago, the prisoners down there rioted and took over the place. After stealing some ships, they were actually able to make it up here and took over the key.
About time you brought us new blood, Neva. I was getting tired of trading with the same old faces.
You're just ticked everyone's getting wise to your ridiculous prices, Aludra. Anyway, welcome to the depot, Rook, where you'll be lucky if these blood-sucking leeches don't bleed you completely dry.
Very cool.
Whoa. It's not our fault that people don't appreciate how much it costs to get untraceable merchandise onto the key.
Neva's just whining because she thinks she lost a ton of cash selling us a shipment of gear. She should have done her homework.
Yeah, sure, laugh it up. I'll remember that next time I need something from you cheapskates. Let's move on.
Nice, got the round
Back to my story.
Market depot.
After the liberated prisoners grabbed the key, they established it as a base of operations and began pirating the spaceways. That was how the Crimson Fleet began. Of course, Jasper Kryx had a lot to do with all that, but we'll get to him later. Rook, meet Zuri, Queen of the Rare Exports.
Hi.
If I don't have it, you don't need it.
Neuroamps, blueprints. Hit her up and she'll take care of you.
Speaking of which, you still owe me for that last purchase, Neva. It's like 5 figures. Don't make me collect it the hard way.
Oh?
The hard way? Oh no. Rook, protect me from Zuri's vengeance. Enough of the bullshit, Zuri. I'll pay you when I pay you. Deal with it. Got a problem with that? Take it up with the boss.
If it's hard to find,
you've got
I probably
Bradley
got
from
it.
the Trade Authority. I'm sure you know the deal there. He'll buy pretty much anything.
Oh, we've got TA on board.
Then we got our med bay on the left, run by the one and only Samina Misra. She'll patch you up, if you've got the money.
Hello.
We don't run any free clinics up in here, you know?
Interesting.
Okay.
She looks like an actual
This is our
doctor.
Final stop. Over there, you've got the Last Nova, where Bog serves watered-down drinks at ridiculously exorbitant prices. And right here is the most important place on the entire station. The Reckoner's Core, run by the incomparable Shinya Voss.
Another new rook, Neva? I can't believe Delgado still lets you recruit given what happened with the last one.
You mean Austin Rake? It's been taken care of, all right? I don't like loose ends, and this rook is the one who tied it off.
Perhaps next time you'll try to be a bit more discerning regarding your choices. It's far more cost-effective.
Yeah, love you too, darling. Anyway, Shinya handles our lifeblood. The money. We call him our reckoner, but if you ask me, he's actually a pain in the ass.
And Neva will slit your throat if she thinks you'll bleed creds.
Go to hell, boss. Take care of our new friend here, or I'll find a way to pull the pin on that little party popper in your chest. Anyway, Shinya will get you set up in our system. I've got real work to do. Once you're done, head upstairs and I'll introduce you to the boss.
Okay.
Time for a proper introduction. I am Shinya Voss, the official reckoner for the Crimson Fleet.
What does a reckoner
do? And since
do?
Neva so thoughtfully mentioned it, yes, this is a bomb embedded in my chest. And no, I'll never know the meaning of the word humble. In fact, I find Delgado's idea of a security measure to be quite empowering.
Jesus. Right. So, I get it. I guess if you step outside the hull of the key, that thing goes pop. Right. So, yeah, I guess Delgado's securing his asset. So, how exactly is having a high explosive attached to your chest empowering?
I see the bomb as a symbol of my importance, and it's a constant reminder to everyone of the sacrifice I was willing to make. The freedom I've given up, the pain, it's not something that just anyone has the resolve to bear.
He is right. The pain he endures is proof of his loyalty and his resolve.
Wait, you approve of this? Okay. Right. Set me up so I can start making money. That's gonna get infected. Okay. Yeah, it actually, I wouldn't say it's the most clever security measure that I've seen, but it's got a certain sort of flair to it, I guess.
Glad you approve. Obviously, betrayal isn't taken lightly around here. Since I oversee the bulk of transactions and maintain all accounts for the fleet, I'm a prime target for information. Should our enemies capture me or I grew any semblance of a moral conscience, you might consider me the greatest threat we have. For Delgado, the bomb grants peace of mind and a certain degree of safety.
See, I was looking at these screens. I guess he maybe plays the stock market and manages the accounts and scrambles identities and hides assets, and God, he's literally the Crimson Fleet's presence in the settled systems, at least digitally. So yeah, one wrong move and you're dead.
Essentially, but I sleep soundly knowing I'm one of the few that can piss Delgado off and live. Should I die, all of my knowledge, the accounts, the credits, it would be a mess. He wouldn't dare. He holds the trigger, but we all know that my death cripples the fleet. Call the bomb a weapon of last resort.
I'm really intrigued by this chair. I notice he's got some sort of metal frame thing attached to that left arm brace with cables going up. And there's a left arm clamp on this thing with some sort of control or interface at the end of it. I don't think I could make a sacrifice like that. I bet you do. Right, that could be an interesting response. That could immediately blow my cover, because being a new member of the Crimson Fleet, I kind of have made that same sacrifice. Except I'm more expendable. Yeah, he sounds like a smart man. Might as well butter them up.
It's why he's the boss. Of course, I'm not the first reckoner to bear a bomb under my ribcage, but Delgado was smart enough to continue the tradition. Now, let me get you set up. A moment while I convene with the Corps. Thanks to advanced modifications even Ryujin would envy, I can interface directly with our mainframe and the Galbank network. This allows me to move and clean credits faster and more efficiently than any run-of-the-mill cyber runner. There, you're done.
That was fast.
All you need now is Delgado's blessing, and you'll be one of us.
I've got a funny feeling his arms melding through the seat there was something to do with my mods, not the game. But any other modifications that I should know about?
None. Other than my chest and arm modifications, I am but a simple man. Is the interview over now? Can we get back to work?
Yeah, sure. Time to make those creds, I guess.
The perfect segue into my final subject. Thanks to our relations with contacts across the galaxy, we always have a steady stream of jobs available. I've granted you all the necessary permissions to access these listings at any time, using the computers that surround the core.
Right, okay. What sort of jobs we talking?
Oh, you know, smuggling, piracy, taking things that aren't yours. Nothing that should keep you up at night. Well, depending on your methods.
I wonder how many of those we can actually take and properly accomplish, seeing as we're bound by another organization's rules. So, okay, not interested in small jobs. Sounds like we're doing a lot of business. Yeah, just tell me we're done.
We're officially done here. Now, I believe that covers all I have to say. So you can run along to Delgado. Take the elevator to the upper level. You should be able to find your way from there, I hope.
Alright, listen up. You can all stop complaining. Atrium to cargo bay doors have been repaired. Oh, and you're welcome, Nev.
So, I think those doors over there are the ones that have just been... yeah, there we go. This is the person that just repaired them. Jazz, was it? Hold on, whoa. Yeah, Jasmine.
You've got stuff to smuggle. I've got the stuff to hide it. So, looks like we got ourselves a new rook. Once again, I'm Jazz, resident engineer here.
Hi.
Like Neva said, you need ship parts, repairs? I'll hook you up. As long as your credits are good.
You seem quite chipper, I have to say. So, yeah, didn't Neva call you Jasmine? I mean, presumably Jazz is just short for Jasmine.
Neva's the only one who calls me that, amongst other things. To you and everyone else, it's just plain old Jazz.
Okay, so what is the deal with you and Neva?
Neva's mine, so don't be getting any ideas.
Oh.
She may be a little rough around the edges, but she's just looking out for her own. There's no one better to have your back.
Cool. Okay, so, note to self, don't piss off Jazz, because you'll piss off Neva. So, it must take a lot of effort to keep its tin can off life support. Hope the fleet has a wider variety than the new UC and Freestar Collective. Oh, of what? Components? Yeah, there must be a lot of work that you have to put into this place to keep it all together.
Well, it did when I first got here. Most of these folks aren't too keen on maintenance. Today, the key's about as safe as any other UC station, just with a hell of a lot more personality. I can guarantee your ship will be in good hands. So if you're looking for an upgrade, let me know.
So
we got the best selection in the settled systems. Illegal, unregistered, recalled. We sell it all. No questions asked.
So she sells... she's basically the station's sort of shipmaster, I guess? So will these parts show up on UC or Freestar security scanners?
No. You buy from me, you're worry-free.
Nice slogan.
I can't have my customers getting caught now, can I? That's bad for business.
Always looking for an edge, no way you legit manufacture parts for me. Well, we could probably bend the rules a little bit.
Anything that keeps the UC and Freestar Rangers off your tail is a must-have in my book. Just let me know when you want to talk business.
So how did you end up here, anyway?
Truth is, the fleet rescued me. Of course, I wouldn't have needed rescuing if they hadn't blown up the ship I was working on. Delgado plucked me out of space and brought me to the key. I took one look at the place and was compelled to work. Soon after, he offered me a permanent spot with the fleet.
Okay, noted. Prove your worth to the fleet and it gets you places. Maybe we can use that. So, how serious are things between you and Neva? Let's go straight in with the completely rude personal questions.
Serious enough that you don't have a chance in hell?
Okay.
Neva's got a fire in her. The kind you only see in an engine pushed to its limit. She doesn't half-ass a damn thing, and I love her for it.
Okay, moving on. Could you take a look at the ship?
If you've got the credits, I've got the time.
Don't ask why there's a Constellation Chief sat on there twiddling her thumbs. Let's see. Ooh, let's see what ships you got for sale. I bet these are classy looking things.
I've got plenty of goodies to choose from.
Oh, that's dirty. So we got 5 ships available. A Crimson Fleet Spectre. Okay. Ooh, look at that. Oh, it's framework at the back. I thought there was just a load of portholes at the back there then. Okay. Quite a fat beast, isn't it? Phantom 2. I think we've seen a few of these out in space. Probably blown a couple up, I'd imagine. A Fleet Haunt. Okay. Ooh. Ghost 2. Ah! You're a weird-looking creature, aren't you? It's like some sort of little bug. I quite like that, though. That's kind of cool. Reaper. Got something distinctly crab-like about it. Okay. Let's see. Whoa.
Ship services? I don't mind helping, but it'll cost you.
Well, that's how trade works. My ship needs repairs. Yeah, what bits and bobs have you got?
I bet you would. I'm just kidding. Let's take a look.
So, let's enter the ship builder, because I just want to see... I need to start getting used to this interface. And I want to see... I know that certain places have got unique... components. And, yeah, I think if anywhere's going to have truly unique components, it's going to be somewhere like... wait, how do we actually switch? Oh, there we go. Somewhere like the Crimson Fleet. I wonder if there's any way that you can actually... Oh, I've heard about these. The shielded cargo hold. Interesting that the smaller cargo hold has a larger cargo capacity. I'm not entirely sure how that works. Lots and lots of different cargo holds. So, yeah, I think one of these, or maybe both of them... Wait, hold on, that's a shielded cargo hold? Oh, that's interesting. We've already got one of these on the back of the Frontier, haven't we? That one just underneath the engines there. Is that not the same as this? Shielded cargo holds, if you're not aware, are cargo holds that are more resistant than usual to scans for contraband. So that's the sort of thing that where I could sort of stow like mech parts and the such to try and avoid it being picked up by... Not that I would ever indulge and dabble in such terrible things such as that, you understand. So, Armstrong, Magellans, Vikings... So I don't know what... Until I'm a little bit more used to the different bits and bobs that we can actually pick up in regular shipbuilding. Oh, we can't get Class B or Class C. Regular shipbuilding interfaces. I suppose it's a little bit difficult to find out what's unique here in the key. Okay, we'll leave things for now. So, fix. No, I'm good, thanks. Let's take a little look. So, what exactly is this? Oh, here we go. Ship services and repairs. So, got a workbench there. Ooh, a little secret nook. Ah, hello, Wilby! And Hippolyte and Heart Plus, which, weirdly, is not classed as stealing. Okay, I'll bear that in mind. Nothing here is classed as stealing. They really are a caring and sharing bunch here on the key, aren't they? So, I'm going to have a quick scan around just to see if there's anything of interest in any of these locations. Whoa! This area's seen better days. So's that bar.
You see security on my tail, and my grab drive just chokes. You know what I find back there? The fattest leech I've ever seen. Worm nearly got me dusted.
Yeah, I suppose I shouldn't laugh at that. I've seen the negative effect of a heat leech infested ship before. It doesn't end well. And there's Jazz. These are just regular Crimson Fleeters, so it looks like there's probably only a few main characters on board the key that I can actually speak to. I can snoop her computer though. Oh, hello. Intercoms. Interesting. Oh, request A17 evidence. You lot saw nothing.
Hey, Champ. I'm including this month's list of parts I need for the key. Don't bust a gut. It's hefty, but I know you can handle it. I'm gonna need a lot more than usual this time. I'm planning to overhaul the entire electrical system before it completely shorts out. Oh yeah, thanks for sending over the key's reactor specs. I can't tell you exactly why I needed those. Del said to keep it hush-hush. As far as next month's shipment, start scrounging up some parts so I can spruce up our defensive batteries. They're looking kind of rusty.
Interesting.
I guess that's it for now. I'll have my people in New Atlantis drop off the payment at the spaceport. Just make sure you aren't being followed.
Very.
We to know they're providing replacement parts to the Crimson Fleet.
Very interesting. So Jazz did say that they've got people stationed all over the settled systems helping them out. Obviously, this one's stationed at New Atlantis, and it must be within the UC, I guess, because she was asking for the actual specs, the blueprints for the key, so that she can make the necessary repairs. Well, we know that this formerly belonged to the United Colonies, so it would make sense.
Anything ship-related? You're at the right place.
No, don't worry. What? No, didn't take any evidence against you. What?
A lot of us in the fleet came out of the mud. We grind for every cred, and it shows.
Well, good for you. Happy to be part of the family here. Yeah, so they have a... How did you do that? They do have a mole in the UC, at least one. Oh, I spotted this on the way in. UC sucks. You stick it to him. Oh, wait, did I completely forgot to look at a terminal, didn't I? That was most unlike me. Whoa. Oh, hello. Oh, good. She's using it now. Wonderful. I'll check back in with you in a minute, just having a look around. So that walkway was coming out up here, by the looks of it. Operations Center, upstairs. Okay. Stairs. Down to the depot. Right, so that must loop around somewhere. Was there anything of interest around here? I don't think there was. Okay, cool. So we can go through the Reckoner's core. Let's instead go through the depot and explore what we've got on offer. Right, there's where that stairway is, up to the platform above. I like how they purposely set up red lights, just for extra moody effect. TK's tactical gear. I won't step into there. I don't particularly want to pee off any of the shopkeepers when I've just arrived. Ooh, there's another terminal here. Interesting. Have a little look. Oh, this is a public access computer. I wonder if this is one of those terminals that the what are they called? The Reckoner? The guy at the central sort of core terminal. Oh, hello. That is the Kryx interview part 3. I might. Oh. Never mind. Maybe I won't. I'll hold off picking that up just for now. I'd like to pick up those interviews in order if possible. Anyway, public access computer. What do we got? Are these... Oh, we've got a custom desktop background. Nice. So I had wondered if this is one of those terminals where you can pick up jobs, but it looks like it's just general notices. So, Bog's rules for the Nova. Okay, who's Bog? What's the Nova? 1, don't piss me off. 2, everyone drinks. Sober, get out. Well, hold on. Does that mean you've got to be drunk in order to enter in the first place? Drink at your own risk. So this must be the bar that Neva told us about. No killing unless they deserve it. You got a grudge? Spit it out. I'm a bartender. I don't read minds. No pissing on the walls. No hogging the ping pong table. And I pick the music. Bog. All right, Bog. You're the boss. Message from Shinya Voss. Shinya Voss. Shinya Voss. Shinya Voss. I know Shinya Voss. I feel like we've just met Shinya Voss and I can't remember who it is. Okay, so, the Reckoner. We literally just met him. The guy with the bomb strapped to his chest. Credits are the lifeblood of our fleet. Our entire operation would not exist if not for the blood, sweat, and bullets of the pirates doing their work, and the consolidation of their earnings here at the Key. So, let me make myself clear. While we have facilities outside the Key, I expect any funds outside of standard operational costs to be brought back to the Reckoner's core. We've had incidents where fleet members have taken over operations on various planets throughout the settled systems and skimmed a little too much off the top. Suffice to say, they paid a steep price for their lack of transparency. Make sure you don't do the same. Shinya Voss, Fleet Reckoner. Repair your damn ship. What's the betting this is from Jazz? Oh no, if it doesn't matter if you think your bird is clean. When you dock, check with Jazz and her team to do a full repair and scan your ship for any dings or bugs. Security on this station isn't just about the swarm of patrols we've got out there or the 3 large batteries orbiting the Key. It's the little things, the details. We've got to make sure to mind them. Neva. 3 large batteries orbiting the Key. Okay. Jazz had spoken on that little evidence record that she needed parts to actually bring the batteries up to spec. So they're not actually attached to the station. They orbit. Weight room etiquette. As the doctor on the ship, I just want to remind everyone of weight room etiquette. Wipe down your equipment. Bacteria grows in damp, warm areas. Wipe everything your skin touches, includes the barbells and plates. Spotting. Let's try to avoid back injuries. If someone requests that you spot them, do it. And don't forget how to ask how you want to be spotted. Some people like a little help lifting off. Rotating in. If there's no free benches, it's always good to let others rotate in between your sets. Find someone your size so you don't have to change things up. Just remember to follow Rule 1 at Samina. Okay, so they've got quite, seems like quite an established little community here.
Always listen to Delgado, unless you want to get keel hauled across the Key.
I'll bear that in mind. Don't know what keel hauling is, but it doesn't sound remotely pleasant. So this just goes back up to this balcony.
We may not have official security on the Key, but we are always looking out for traitors.
Yeah. I mean, ooh, what's that? That's a thing. Is that a thing? Sorry, Andreja. Move. What that? Oh, Aurora? Nice, you've just got Aurora laying around here. Very cool. I mean, it obviously belongs to someone, so I don't think I'll take it. I am tempted to try it, though. Perhaps next time we're on Neon. Oh, is that... That's a ship gun. Why have they just got that hanging from the ceiling? Yeah. So... Words. Yeah, I'm going to go back and see if I can That's not where I thought it was. That's the operations core. Don't want to go in there just yet. I want...
Samina can do more than patch you up. She's got a drugs of every kind, if you know what I mean.
I'm sure I can make an assumption as to what you mean. Let's see if she's leaving her terminal alone now. See if we can... hello, Jess. Just leaving your office, are you?
Here to upgrade
Oh,
that
such a
ship
shame. No, here to just explore. Bye-bye. Right. While she's gone. Grease monkeys. Del wanted to know if I needed a few extra grease monkeys to help maintain things around here. I told him any more would just get in my way. I don't mean to sound arrogant, and I know my bandwidth is thin, but no one else can do what I do. I don't trust a new mechanic to understand how we've kept this station together with vacuum tape and baling wire. There's just too much tribal knowledge. Same goes for the ships. Isn't there some sort of business sort of thought of people being run over by a bus or something? How many single people within an organization would need to be run over by a bus for the entire thing to fall apart because of the massive loss of compartmentalized knowledge? You're kind of setting yourself up for a fall there, Jazz. If someone were to put a gun to your head... Anyway, right, the Estrella. Oh, that's the ship that Neva pilots. Right, so this is Neva. Right, so she... Makes sense that she actually does up her partner's ship personally. And I did keep on calling Neva the Estrella in the last video, but let's see. I knew what I was getting into when I joined the fleet, but it was always my skin on the line so I could handle it. No biggie. This is different. Nev, she loves this. Being a pirate is a raison d'etre. So the best way I can keep her safe is by working on her ship. Every nut, bolt, and wire on the Estrella I've hooked up with these two hands. And as insurance, I've put in something extra to keep her out of harm's way. Oh, as insurance, I've put in something extra to keep her out of harm's way. Knowing all this helps calm the nerves a little, but not completely. Now I know why Mum gave me this toolbox the day I said goodbye. I want to ask her if the worrying has gotten easier, but I already know the answer. Oh. So she's put something a little fancy into Niv's ship. I wonder what it is. And her mum gave her a special toolbox? I wonder if that's significant in any way. Hello, sorry, no, wasn't looking at your private messages. Let's get over to the depot and actually see what's on offer. So, first up, we got TK's tactical gear. Hello.
Sharks are too scared to take the key because it ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun.
Now you buy from me, you can look good and protect your ass at the same time. It's a twofer.
Great, yeah, I'm here to speak to you. Sorry, excuse me. Has she been drinking?
No price is too high when it comes to protection, right?
I mean, that's absolutely fair. So what exactly do you specialize in?
Well, only the best tactical gear to protect your ass this side of the galaxy. Metal plated for when you're up against bullets. Leather for those jobs that might require a subtle touch. All made by yours truly, of course, except for a few used odds and ends that no one's gonna miss.
Nice, so he actually, crafts all of the Crimson Fleet armor that we've seen? Very cool. Do you ever go out on raids?
What, me? Nah, not anymore. When it comes to aim, there ain't no one worse. True facts. I mean, my friends like to say I'd have better luck talking someone to death than shooting them. Yep, my talents are best suited for making protective gear. Helmets, vests, suits. You could say I'm a tailor, not a fighter.
Okay. I mean, your skills are obviously needed around here because they've kept you around. Let's take a look at what you got.
Tactical gear is my specialty. Don't leave the key without it.
Sorry, we're speaking to someone else. So, got one weapon, cutter, okay. So, spacesuits, pirate assault suit. Oh, you do have quite the variety, don't you? Some of these actually look kind of cool. I like the way they've got almost like a sort of cape flappy bit at the back and big old chunky boots. Nice. So, I won't worry. That is not befitting a space pirate. I won't delve too deeply into what he's actually got because I don't know whether, as a new recruit, do I maybe get issued with Crimson Fleet gear? I may have to come back and buy something eventually, but for now, what have we got? I'm gonna have to get me a set of this pirate swashbuckler gear. Do you know what? How much is it? 220. Yes. Oh, there's something miscellaneous there as well.
Sure, I got something to suit you.
Yeah. Oh, digipicks. Do you know what? I'm actually going to buy all those digipicks because I'm running short on them. So, back on out.
Hi, I'm here if you need me.
Amazing. Thank you so much. Yeah, I meant to pick up digipicks in one of the other stores before we left, but...
being back.
Really?
If I ever find that bastard, the things I do to them.
Promises. So, let's see. Weapons.
I've got what you need. For a price.
Well, you better ruddy well show me then, hadn't you?
Need to have Jazz look at my graph drive. I swear it's not jumping to the right place.
Inconvenient.
Well. Neva's new hotshot. I knew you'd find your way back to my little corner of the key. Everyone always does.
Now, I've had a tippity-top tip here that I need to look out for a certain weapon. Thank you very much to Harkson over on the Discord, who did mention if you're ever calling by the key, keep your eyes open for a certain blue weapon. So I'll take a little look. What sort of things do you sell here?
Take a look around, genius. And don't tell me you've never laid eyes on a gun before. But just in case I need to spell it out for you, the merch I carry is known as weapons and ammunition.
Oh, hold on, I'll write that down.
Get
it? Yeah, not much of a corner if you ask me. Okay, let's not piss her off before we potentially give her credits. She might up the prices. Okay, yeah, show me what you got.
Hey, if you want to pour credits into my pocket, you won't hear any arguments from me. I carry most of the standard hardware. You know, kinetics,
okay, could we look at
electromags,
the
energy,
goods, please?
even a few explosives.
I didn't come here for a lecture. And...
Occasionally, I stock a few smuggled items. Basically the stuff Sistef doesn't want you to play with.
Who?
Just
Sistef?
don't screw me over or I'll be inclined to give you a free demo. With your head as the target.
quite full of yourself, aren't you? Oh, and we're still not looking at what she's selling. The threat might work if I was at least the least bit intimidated by you. Do you know what? With a new pup around here, let's show our teeth.
Not being intimidated by me is one thing. The fleet? That's another. A little advice, Sadiqi? The fleet's trust can't be bought. You earn it. You bleed for the fleet bleeds for you. Pure and simple.
Okay.
Anyone who says otherwise is either lying or getting ready to stab you in the back.
Do you want my credits or not? Show me what you've got. I suspect this roots in something very personal. Do you know what? Let's poke. She's irritated me enough already.
Ah, please, I don't need your concern. All I care about is separating you from your credits.
Could have fooled me.
So let's leave our professional relationship at that, all right?
Okay, so show me what you've got. I don't care. Just show me your stock.
Plenty of merchandise to choose from.
Oh, thank the Lord. So, 26 weapons. What have we got? Right, feather. Let's see if I can remember how to actually pull back this. There we go. Right. So, we've got, this looks like I'm trying to learn the makes as I go. It's really, really annoying that it doesn't show it on the information anywhere, who makes what. But I think this is a Laredo Arms, if I'm correct. Oh, I've just noticed. She's got 46,000 credits. Bloody beautiful. I know who to offload my next batch of crap on. Is there any sort of manufacturer's label anywhere? Doesn't seem to be. Well, that's a cool little switch partway on the grip there between semi and auto. Anyway, I think this is a Laredo Arms. Not that it matters a jot. So, Fury. Oh, that's interesting. Is that a modified AK-47? It certainly looks like it with that wooden sort of split grip at the front there. Pirate Legend. Ooh. What are you? Look at that. That's a huge old extended magazine, isn't it? So this is a modified Maelstrom. What are the actual prices on these? Oh my god, that one's 32,500 credits. A rare rifle. Let's extend this again. What's the DPS on this? 312. That's pretty beefy. Okay. Feather, Fury, Pirate Legend. And then we've got some standard-looking weapons. Breach. Oh, that's a shotgun, is it? Yeah, okay. Old Earth shotgun, pacifier, shotty. Need to be using the shotty more, I think. An auto rivet. Let me have a little brief looky. So the weapon that Harkson had mentioned over on the Discord was a tier 1... I've forgotten what it's actually called. I don't think it's rare, is it? Might be rare, maybe? Yeah, rare rifle, there we go. A tier 1 rare drumbeat that had some fantastic attribute, but it looks like it might be a little bit of RNG, what the actual vendor's stock when you enter the Crimson Fleet base key. So it hasn't shown up for me, or maybe it's something to do with my level. Maybe if you're a different level, you get a different selection. But what we do have here, which I was more than ready to just pass up when I walked in, because I don't particularly like the look of old world weapons, especially ones with sort of wooden stock. Like I'm not a fan of the regular Laredo weapons because of the wooden stock parts. But this Fury does have a very tasty DPS of 312, but it's also got that attribute over on the right there, Furious. Each consecutive hit deals more damage, and that's on top of a 312 DPS. But can I really spare 32,000 credits? I'll bear it in mind. I know that it's there at least. So let's also take a look. What have we actually got in terms of ammo? What do we... I suppose I really need to take a look at what we actually need in terms of ammo. What are we using at the moment? So we've only got 57 rounds for the Deadeye, but I mean, it's a 6-shooter. It doesn't really blast through it all that quickly. Shotty, 875, that's fine. The Med Theft Kraken, What's the DPS on that? 62. Do you know what? I might go ahead and sell that. I haven't used it in forever, and it's not really very effective. Yeah, let's get rid of the Kraken. Clear up a space on my little hotbar. Maybe I could get rid of the Urban Eagle as well, because that's completely sort of overcome by a silenced side star, of all things. Yeah, I think I might get shot of the Urban Eagle. Yeah. Let's go ahead and do that. Oh, lovely, beautiful Kadama. It's got over 5,000 rounds. We're fine with that for the time being. And our Orion, which I could really do with a replacement ranged weapon, I think. The Orion, I think it's outlived its welcome. But let's take a look at... I think I might come back here and pick up a couple of Crimson Fleet-style weapons if we don't get issued with anything when we're formally sort of sworn in. But something that we do have here, incendiary grenades. I don't think we've actually had any incendiary grenades before, have we? Let's get a few of those. We've got shrapnel, we've got frag, and we've got mines. And also we've got another digipick here, so let's get that. So, no, I
need more weapons or ammo? Come see me.
Sure, as long as we don't have the lecture next time, please. Ooh, what's through here? Hello. Warning, employees only be on this point. What is this? What have we got here? Oh, am I actually going to incur the wrath of the fleet? No, because no one's looking. What have we actually got? Nuclear fuel rod, drill rig, control rods. This is more like a fiber, metabolic agent. Okay. How bizarre. Not so much an actual sort of storage of valuables, more than a display shelf, to be honest. Right, general goods, hello.
I hope you actually need components. I hate wasting my time.
I really want to ring that bell, but it would steal it.
I don't need to hear about your latest project. I just sell the materials.
Okay. Well, that makes sense why you got all that crap in the back there. What exactly do you sell?
It's a general store, which means I sell general goods. Mostly junk that no one else wants to carry. Raw materials, blueprints, spare parts. Fascinating, I know.
It's nice to actually meet someone in this galaxy that's got a bit of an edge to them. I think I actually feel quite at home here on the Key. So, how did you end up here anyway?
I don't do small talk. You want to do business? We'll do business. You want to chat? Go see Bog.
I think I will be quite soon. Let's see what you got.
This better be worth it.
Probably not. I'll level with you. Oh, we got ship parts here. I think I'm good for ship parts for now. In fact, I'm definitely good for ship parts. I'm pretty sure that I actually bought a crap ton of them recently when I didn't even need them. Yeah, no, we're good for that. Let's see, what else have we actually got here? How many regular med packs have we actually got? 25. I really need to actually sort through my aid that I've got on me because I've got so much more than I actually need. So let's back out of there. And yeah, lots of resources. Cool. You definitely do sell general goods. Thanks for having your time wasted by Asher.
Oh, bye, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yes, right. Okay, so we got suits, weapons, general crap. There was a trade authority around here, wasn't there? That's the terminal that I just looked into. This is closed. Interesting. I wonder what was there. So I need to be on the lookout for any more of those data slates as well, don't I? Just in case we can pick up any more information about this interview. But for now, let's see Zuri and your exotic essentials. Whatever that might entail.
My prices may be high, but these goods ain't exact. I hope you came with credits.
So, yeah, Neva didn't really go into too much detail. What do you sell?
I sell a little bit of everything, but only if it's hard to find, and only for a high price. Neuroamps, a few unique resources, maybe a specialized weapon or two.
Oh.
Anything that's rare and in high demand.
Oh, I wonder if you might stock that, what's it called? That gun that I was after. What's your story? How'd you end up here?
I was raised fleet. My mama joined up when I was 12. She was a first-class smuggler. We'd always lived comfortably, but she took the offer to join when a job almost went south. She figured if anything ever happened to her, it'd guarantee I'd still have a home.
Okay. I get that, though I do kind of question bringing your young daughter into the Crimson Fleet, the space pirates. So, did you ever want to get out of here and actually sort of go straight?
Hell no. The two things I don't want in this life? A real boss and customers that I can't shoot in the face if they piss me off. Del lets me do what I want to here, as long as he knows I'm loyal to the fleet. I sell what I want, I work when I want, I do what I want. And I wouldn't have it any other way.
I can see that at least being a store owner within the fleet has its perks. But growing up in this lifestyle was quite the adventure. Looks like everything worked out. Raised among pirates, I question the pirating skills. Asher would question those parenting skills very much. I'm sure Sam would as well if he was here. However, piratey Asher, admirable. Yeah, quite the lifestyle.
It's been non-stop. Even as a kid, I was helping distract security in those smuggling days. It's amazing how just having a child aboard, especially one as cute as I was, can throw off the scent. Between my mama and the fleet, I can talk my way out of anything and use or fix any weapon and ship in the galaxy. Real life skills, if you know what I mean.
Cool. What have you actually got?
Hey, I'm always ready to take credits off your hands.
Well, you'd be the first to succeed so far. Weapons, let's see. Oh, is this? Thank you, Hux. So this is the gun that they were referring to. The power beat with the 1-inch punch. Rounds fire in a shotgun-like spread. Ooh. Right. DPS is 354. Now, I've been advised to take this weapon and modify it with a certain weapon mod, which I'm probably going to have to invest some perk points into. Yeah, that's rather nice. Laser sight compensator. No stock. Huh. That's bizarre. Is that really an advantage, having no stock? Seems like it would be a bit of a disadvantage. But anyway, high-powered semi-automatic. And it's only 9k. What else have we got? A Hunter Wolf. Ooh. Well, I was saying that I wanted something ranged with a bit of punch. That's 16k, though. But plus 30% damage against aliens. Okay. Long barrel, medium scope, muzzle brake, foregrip with recon laser sight, high velocity, burst fire. It does look rather nice, though, doesn't it? Blimey. So that's Combatech. Is this Combatech as well? I did say that I needed to. It certainly looks like the same sort of style. Combatech. Yeah, Drumbeat. Model 1700. I can't actually see. Yeah, it must be, surely. Oh, are these the guys that make the, what's it called? Was it the Regulator? No, it wasn't the Regulator. Anyway, oh, right, I got it. So the Hunter Wolf is a modified Beowulf. I'm tempted to grab these two. I could get rid of our Orion. I think I'm going to get rid of our Orion. Sell that off. And I think I'm going to pick up the Hunter Wolf and the Power Beat. Now, oh, something that I completely neglected to actually check. Let's exit out of here a minute.
Come back and see me sometime.
Oh, speaking of checking something, I think we need to dress the part. I could do it finding a secluded corner so as not to upset anybody around here and to preserve my modesty. Ooh. Yes, this will do quite nicely. Let's use this secluded corner and quickly get dressed into something far more appropriate. Where was it? Ranger Deputy uniform? No. Ah! Nuts. I had a game crash again. I had to revert to an old save. So I don't have that pirate outfit. Right, let's just nip back and fix that. Right, I've just nipped back to apparel selling fellow. Let's wait. Oh, Asher, really? Right, keep facing that way. There we go. Here we go. Pirate swashbuckler gear. Let's make a decent first impression when we go and see the boss. Okay, so I need to just take a little look at what amount of ammo we've actually got for everything. So, did I Hunter Wolf? Oh, got 7.77 millimeters. Oh, that's the same. Right, that's the same as the Kadama. Okay, so they go off of the same pool. That's pretty handy. 11 millimeter rounds. We've got 439. Maybe I'll stock up on 11 mil. Yeah, that's the only thing that I'm kind of wanting. Oh, well. Don't we look the part, eh? Oh, I'm really starting to fit in around here. Andresia, it's me! Asher! Got a new suit! So, where was I? General goods. Oh, yes, we were around here, weren't we? Oh, let's visit... let's visit Chatty Woman again.
Looking to make quick work of
Yes.
whatever you need.
Okay, good. So, ammo. What was it now that I was after? Oh, crap, I've forgotten already what it was I was after. Was it 11mm? Yeah, 11mm we wanted for that. So, buy ammo, 11mm caseless. We only got 328. That'll set us back 10,000. Oh, do you know what? Screw it. Why not? In for a penny. We're hopefully going to be raking in the credits from the Crimson Fleet before too long.
Done here?
I think so.
By me.
Okay, good. Bye-bye.
Too many missions. Not enough time.
Awesome. So what else did you sell, sorry?
Don't even try to rip me off. I know value when I see it.
Yeah, I'd imagine you'd see it, know a con man when you see them as well.
Now you're speaking my language.
I kind of get the impression that the vendors here are people with whom not to be screwed. Oh, you had 11mm as well. Only 12 of them. You have a spacesuit. Ooh, that's fancy. Pirate Corsair spacesuit. Not as fancy as I'd hoped, seeing as she seems to have specialized stuff. Tracker's Alliance. Oh. That's a Tracker's Alliance space helmet. Doesn't look particularly fancy for them. Okay. Apparel. Space undersuit. Oh, Neuro Boost. This is what she was talking about. She stocks Neuro Boost. What does this do? Neuro Boost Mark 1 plus 5% intimidation chance. 10% plus Neurocom Mark 1 plus 5% diplomacy chance. Intimidation? Do we want to raise intimidation? I'm not sure that we do, to be honest. Alien genetic material, Moby Dick, Count of Monte Cristo, some stuff, and some antique. Okay. A what? An ornate startar. How random. You do stock some rare stuff, don't you?
Don't be a stranger.
Okay, cool. I'll bear it in mind. So, Trade Authority. Let's see. Oh. Stuff and indeed things. Right. Alright, got the idea. I'll wait in the queue.
I hope you've brought me something interesting.
My curiosity?
What will it be, friend? Buying, selling? The Trade Authority takes anything and everything.
Back off, I'm not your friend. Amazing. What's with the suit?
Well, a well-kept appearance gives the impression of a respectable establishment. The more respectable the place, the more credits people are willing to pay.
Okay. Interesting to see if that actually rings true. What is the Trade Authority? We already know. We've already dealt enough with the Trade Authority to know what they are. Okay, let's not be downright rude to the gentleman. Just want to see what you got.
The fleet's got an impressive commerce system. They even managed a legitimate doctor among their ranks.
I spotted.
Business on the Key is like no other. It's the sole reason I'm here. For the credits.
Okay, I figured the Key was for Crimson Fleet only. Yeah, absolutely. Why does the Crimson Fleet allow the TA to be here if they've set up their own market?
It's the mutual benefit. The Trade Authority buys any goods of value. We don't care how you got it, only that we can profit from it. It's the fastest way to turn your hard-earned loot into legitimate credits, ready to spend. So, naturally, it made sense to establish a presence here. Why risk flying into New Atlantis or Aquila City when you can just do business here?
Right, that makes perfect sense. Having a drop-off point on your own home station where you can basically just sort of fence your ill-gotten gains and get the credits there and then makes perfect sense. Have the Trade Authority ship it out instead of Crimson Fleet ships trying to go into deeper into the settled systems. But at the same time, surely the UC knows that the TA are operating out of the Key. So why do they not sort of impose some sort of sanctions against the Trade Authority for basically supporting piracy? There's a lot of loose ends here. How long have you been here?
I'd say it's been about 10 years now since the Trade Authority assigned me this post. It felt a little extreme at the time, but I can see why they figured it was a good fit.
What, you mean they didn't like you? Okay, I can see that. Yeah, I figured the fleet was for Crimson Fleet only. The Key was for Crimson Fleet only.
There are a few who share that sentiment. You'd think a successful business relationship would change their minds, but a few will always see me as an outsider. Regardless, as long as the fleet has goods to push, the Trade Authority will always maintain a presence on the Key.
What you say, mutually beneficial, I guess. Okay. Did you ever think about joining the fleet?
I left a similar lifestyle behind when I joined the Trade Authority, and never looked back.
Oh, were you a spacer?
Out of the Rooks here see freedom and lawlessness, but that's only if you don't get caught. True freedom is not having a bounty on your head, with every cop and mercenary out to get you.
What landed you in the Trade Authority?
Let's just say I've done my fair share of questionable activities in the past.
You were a spacer.
With the credits I amassed, I gave the Trade Authority a sizable donation in exchange for a clean slate and a stable job.
Huh.
So, here I am.
Lovely.
At your service.
You bought your way in. Okay, show me what you got.
I hope you're not low on credits.
I'm getting progressively lower, but I'm still fairly healthy. Let's see, we've got some weapons here as well. All fairly low level stuff though. But okay, that's fine. Some ammo. Few shiny suits. A couple of packs. Okay. Not much. Oh, we haven't tried anything cryo yet, have we? Cryo mine or cryo... Are there cryo grenades? I guess there are cryo grenades. What else we got? Some stuff and things. 2 more digipicks. We never have too many digipicks. Bye-bye, Smiler.
If you find anything of value, bring it here first.
Maybe. Okay. Oh. Were you hiding behind Andrej? You've got a serious chip on your shoulder about something, haven't you? Moody. So, still need to be... Oh, what's that? Docking ports? Oh. Closed? I'm mega intrigued. Okay. Docking ports, Crimson Fleet. Cool. So, docking ports that way. Cool. Bar. Oh. The key. The last Nova. So, wasn't there an opening to the last Nova in the main sort of atrium areas? Oh no, it's through there, wasn't it? On the right. Okay, so the bar runs behind this entire section of wall. Ooh. Oh, I really want to find this second interview slate before I completely forget about going back to read the first interview slate. But anyway, let's check out the clinic. We've got a book here. Chunk's Employee Handbook. Did I read that? I don't think I did. Soon after founding his breakout business Chunks, founder Fred Blombart personally wrote the 3-page employee handbook. The following is an excerpt from page 2. I think I did actually. It's like that saying, the customer is always right. Here at Chunks, if we know anything, it's that expression, the customer is always right, is always wrong. In this case, it's actually scientifically impossible for the customer to be right. They have no working knowledge of our state-of-the-art culinary facilities, and if they had the secret recipes to all of our delicious Chunks flavors, then we'll all be out of a job, me included. Okay, customer is always wrong. Good ethos. Hello, Doc.
Need some medical assistance?
No, I just need to know what you're doing here. You're up. Look, with the exception of the boot prints trodden in by the dirty, filthy. I mean, my future associates. With the exception of that, this is the cleanest place in the entire key. Why are you here? You look really out of place. No offense.
First time visiting the infirmary, huh? Let me give you a piece of advice. Try not to get into too many bar fights. I'm trying to save my dwindling supplies for sale and pirates coming in off of raids.
Okay, please don't take this the wrong way, but it's a little bit unusual given where we are. Are you a real doctor?
I've done my time, but thanks to a malpractice suit, I've officially dropped the doctor title. Don't let that worry you. I'm still just as good, if not better, than half the surgeons at the clinic.
Huh. Okay, the only medical supplies I'll ever need are the kind that get me zoned. Wow, that's really put on the pirate bravado, isn't it? Both of them are, to be fair. Yeah, I'm practically bulletproof. Don't panic about me.
That's what they all say, until they stumble in bleeding out on my floor. So here's what's what. You need medpacks, curatives, preventatives. I've got you covered. At least as long as my current supply holds out. You need enhancers, legal or illegal? I've got those too.
Cool. So you sell illegal chems in the medbay here?
In the fleet, someone has to do it, so it may as well be me. This way, I've got a good idea of who's on what and how much. If they come in for any real medical treatment, I know exactly what I'm dealing with.
That's actually really smart. Make a note of who's huffing what, and when they actually fall over, you know why. Very cool. You sound like a well-rounded chem dealer.
A dealer with a full medical background. Thank you very much. Now, if you don't need anything else, I've got a particularly annoying supply issue to deal with.
Oh? I bet being a medic on the key keeps you busy. Yeah, I'd imagine it does. Tell me about this supply issue.
Now, there's an offer I didn't expect. If you really want to help, I'm looking for someone who can handle themselves in a public setting.
Oh?
As in someone who knows how to get the job done without shooting up the place.
Well, just so happens that I have been charged by the UC... yeah, I have experience in that field. Sorry, what? What about the medical supplies on the Regana? Oh no, I gave that back to, Ikunde, didn't I?
That's not going to help. That ship was full of things like cots, flu shots, and children's vitamins. And I can't exactly plug a bullet wound with an Ashta chewable.
Okay, fair enough. Wait, Ashta chewable? Aren't the Ashta those creatures on a keeler? Ew. They make Ashta jerky or something? Anyway, didn't say I'd do it for free. Find shooting up the place gets the job done much faster. No, let me know what's needed. Why? I can see myself getting pulled into a bit of a quandary before too long, because I've already seen several examples of how people around here are actually kind of okay. Like this doc seems to be like doing the right thing for the people, even though they're bad people. And then you've got the likes of Jazz and what's her name?
Maybe I should re-examine you.
Yeah, anyway, I can see myself getting into a bit of a moral dilemma, but before that, tell me what's going on.
Well, you'd be one of the first. I politely requested a list of supplies from Gennady Aton at the clinic and was told the price of business has gone up. I think he's back on Aurora, and he's upcharging me to pay for it. And if there's one thing I'm not going to do is subsidize his habit. I want you to make sure he delivers my supplies for the price we agreed on, but without raising any alarms.
Right, interesting. So Gennady Aton is on the clinic. Now the clinic is a formerly UC medical space station. I think it's now been handed over to the Freestar Collective since the Colony War, if I remember correctly. And I'm pretty sure we actually need to go there eventually as part of the Freestar quest line. Right, interesting. I wonder if finding this Gennady guy might actually lead to another piece of evidence. Anyway, so why don't we just steal supplies from somewhere else?
Oh, we will. But this way, I'm guaranteed the highest quality supplies from one of the best medical facilities in the settled systems. Plus, if Gennady does what he's supposed to do, he'll cover our tracks.
You'll get the supplies and no one will get hurt. If he doesn't cooperate, I hope he responds well to threats. Again, big, gruff pirate Asher speaking.
You can threaten him all you want, but if you start a fight in the clinic, the fleet's not rolling in to back you up.
Fair, I guess. Go speak to Gennady Aton at the clinic. So, did Gennady give a reason for the price change?
A bullshit one, yeah. Gennady claims prices have gone up for the clinic as a whole, and that I'm not the only doc being hit. He says if I want cheaper goods, I'm going to have to find another supplier. He even gave me a list. But I'm not turning to some third-rate doc selling meds out of their space truck. Gennady and I had a deal, and I want him to honor it.
And you think he has an Aurora habit?
Oh yeah. The funny thing is, he's the poster boy for upstanding moral citizens. Top of the class at nursing school, did volunteer work in backwater settlements, a reputation you could eat your food off of. Nobody knows he did it all zoned out of his mind. Nobody except his old boss, me. He said he got clean when he joined the clinic, but now I wonder.
Right, so he joined the clinic, was one of Samina's docs under her command, and then she got, struck off? Okay. Need help, medical supplies. Yeah, I bet being a medic on the key keeps you pretty busy. Lots of bleeding holes to patch up.
You'd think most of the injuries I treat are from run-ins with security or civilians taking a stand.
I bet it's infighting.
But I'd say at least half are just life on the key. Brawls, egos, and plain old stupidity. At least it keeps me busy.
True. Let's see your supplies.
I suppose I can spare a few supplies.
Well, seeing as I'm apparently promising to help you out here. Yeah, all the regular stuff. Funnily enough, only one med pack. Trauma packs, though. Not that it really matters, because we're not in a desperate rush to actually take anything on. Cool.
Try not to die out there.
I'll try and resist the temptation. So, still no data slate around. I want to find out more about this interview. Okay, let's... there's the last Nova. What's through here? Oh. Nothing much. Thankfully not a hull breach, though. We've got bunks this way. Oh, I thought that was another data slate. Rubbish. So here's the Crimson Fleet mission boards that our... Oh, what's he called again? Reckoner? Was talking about. Piracy in the Ixel system. Piracy. Steal from the clinic. Well, that's where we're headed anyway. The raid target is a cargo of unusual wines stored at the clinic on Depala in the Narian system. Need to steal some unusual wines. Do you know what? I'm tempted. Seeing as we're going to have to go there eventually anyway. I might take that job up. Are these things time limited? I wonder. Steal from Ilios Retreat. Smuggle Varun heretic writings to Titan. 128 kilos of Varun heretic writings. So are those... It seems it's smuggling. Is Varun writings contraband, I guess? Do you know what? I'm gonna... as bad as it might be, I'm gonna take that mission on. Yeah, screw it, why not? Steal unusual wines from the clinic. Well, we're definitely gonna have to head there before long then. So, let's see. We've got a gym and a shooting range. Cool. These are the way to bunks. Right, I'm going to explore all of this next time, I think. What I want to do is I want to head up those stairs and just quickly see the captain of this here ship. So let's see if I can remember where it was.
I heard Isla's sister is some hardcore mercenary. I wouldn't get on her bad side.
All right, I'll bear that in mind. Thanks for the tippity tip.
Anything ship-related? You're at the right.
Let's see, it was up here, round here, and then up to the left, I think. Beautiful. Operations Center. Here we go. So is this where the boss resides, I guess? Are you the boss? Mathis Costello. Delgado. There we go.
Ah, there's our other new recruit.
Other? Oh, interesting. There's another one?
So, now that we are all here, it's time to get down to business.
Oh.
The two of you are the only rooks that have made the latest cut. The rest, well, let's just say they won't be joining us ever again. Neva's willing to put her neck on the line and vouch for you, which means you've got what it takes to join the Crimson Fleet.
Interesting. So this guy stood next to me is also a recruit. After what Neva put me through, she better vouch for me. Right, we're going to have to do a bit of groveling in front of the boss here, I think. I won't disappoint you, sir.
You'd better not disappoint, or you'll find yourself answering to me, personally. All right, let's get started here. When you sign up with the Crimson Fleet, you're in it for the long haul. No one quits. No one retires. The only way out is death. You stay loyal or you pay the consequences. Fleet before friends. Fleet before family. Fleet before yourself.
No retirement. You never leave when you get older. So what? There are OAP pirates out there somewhere? Okay. Why would a pirate organization have so many rules? Interesting.
Of course we have rules. If you think the Crimson Fleet was built on a lawless dream, think again. Our influence, our money, our respect comes from meticulous planning and every last soul in the fleet following my orders to the letter. That is why you need to learn to place the fleet before everything.
Yeah. It was a bit of a stupid question, really. It makes perfect sense that they have rules, although they may seem ragtag from the outside. They have to have a hierarchy and sort of a code, I guess. But I hope that doesn't include sleep before breakfast. I like to sleep like... I don't like taking... No, just toe the line. Got it, boss.
Boss? Good. You're getting it already. I like that.
Can we get on with this? I want to get drunk at the last Nova.
I'm impressed. That is the first intelligent thing you have said this entire time, Mathis. Since you two seem so eager to move forward, let's get to your next job.
Ooh.
Pack your cold weather gear, Rooks. Where we are going, you're going to need it.
Oh, God, don't tell me you're dragging him down to Suvarol for another one of your little initiation runs.
Oh, that's the planet we're orbiting.
10 Johns to the surface, 12 dead Rooks. You'd think by now you would have given up on that goddamn campfire story.
Kryx's legacy is no story, Neva.
Oh.
We've got fresh eyes in the fleet. And if these two want to impress, they're going to help me search those ruins.
I hope you're right, Dale. That new code we grabbed for the lock cost us a ton of credits. And a decent captain.
This initiation, as Neva calls it, is your chance to see where it all began. On Suvorov with Jasper Kryx.
The prison.
Kryx led the riots that gave birth to the Crimson Fleet. And if his legacy is still out there, we're going to be the ones to find it.
Oh, this sounds mega cool. So, do you take every new pirate on these initiations? Some of them even make it back.
Of course. Where else could I find such a perfect location to weed out any rooks who'd be wasting the fleet's time?
Okay, makes sense. How many tests and initiations do I have to go through? Not that I'm complaining, just curious.
What? Were you expecting a goddamn graduation ceremony? Think I'm just going to slap a skull on you and send you on your way? Make no mistake, you are being tested all the time. Every job you take will be under constant scrutiny. And Neva? Well, she's just waiting for you to screw things up.
I think I find she's kind of hoping that I don't, because it makes her look like a moron. What's this code that Neva's talking about? I guess this is some sort of access code for the lock down on the planet.
Through a bit of luck and a hell of a lot of cash, Neva was able to get her hands on an access code to the inside of the lock. This will be the first time someone from the Crimson Fleet has set foot in there for, well, since Kryx left the place behind.
That was 100
years ago. It has
been
frustrating, being this close to potential clues, but not being able to find a way through those prison walls.
Nice. So, what more can you tell me about Kryx's legacy, as you called it?
Before Kryx left the fleet, he left a message talking about a major score. One that would set up the fleet to be a big player in the settled systems. Somewhere down the line, they started calling it Kryx's legacy. And everyone who's tried to find it has wound up empty-handed, missing, or dead. If we're gonna beat those odds, we'll first need a lead. And I would wager we will find one on Suvorov.
Dale's leaving out the best part. That this whole search is based on a handful of words on a very old slate.
Huh.
Kryx left a lot of big talk on that recording, and not a lot of facts. Some of us believe in it more than others.
Don't listen to her. When we get our hands on Kryx's legacy, the fleet will be operating at a completely different level. We will become more than a match for UC Sysdef.
Now, can I just point out, Delgado, you said nobody leaves the Crimson Fleet. Nobody. And then said that Kryx, who set it up, left the Crimson Fleet. So, if the big boss set the example, could we not maybe check out when we want? Okay, so what if Neva's right and Kryx's legacy isn't actually a thing?
Listen to the words that I am saying. The legacy is real. You will find that out in due time, provided you're willing to put in the work. Nothing worth having ever comes easy.
Okay. And wouldn't the fleet just become a larger target for Sysdef? Yeah, that makes sense.
You forget the UC is still licking its wounds from the colony wars. They don't have the capability to mount a full-scale assault. And if they were foolish enough to attack, we would have the manpower to push those pendejos right back to Jemison. If we have Kryx's legacy.
Okay, we'll be unstoppable. Little overly ambitious. Let's just get on with it. Again, need to toe the line, and also need to basically reinforce that I'm one of the fleet. I'm with you, Delgado.
Exactly. Now you're beginning to understand. Okay, enough discussion. We have got a lot of work to do. To that end, the next stop is the lock. I've had Jazz feed the coordinates into your ship's computer. Since Mathis doesn't have a ship, he's going to ride with me. I'll see you down there, Rook. Don't keep me waiting.
All right, Del. Is there anything you can tell me about Jasper Kryx's history before he ended up in the log? Okay, I think we'll leave things there for now, but guys, thank you very much for joining me. We are heading down to Sudarov, was it? To try and get access to this lock and to the legacy of the Crimson Fleet. But if you'd like to leave a like or you care to leave a comment, put those in the usual spot, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care now. Bye-bye.